Don't be shy. This is a rare chance, you know? Excuse me. Don't you think you should stop? She's clearly uncomfortable.
You photograph every dish?
Yes, so I can recreate dishes at home. Taking photos helps me remember. I wonder if I can recreate that amazing taste from last night. Every morning, I wake up early and challenge myself to recreate the flavors of the restaurant meals I ate the night before. And then, I turn them into a bento and bring it to work every day. That's my routine. Alright, nailed it! Reproduction rate, 95% I would say. People might think it's pretty eccentric to be doing this on a weekday morning. I'm Masaki Ise, 28. I work in product development at a food manufacturer, and eating out and making bentos is both my hobby and part of my job.
So, which restaurant's reproduction bento is it today?
Whenever I open my bento in the company break room, my senior coworkers always ask, "You know that famous udon place near the aquarium? Today, it's their specialty, takone sushi, packed with shiso, bonito, and tuna. Perfect for chilled bento box." My coworkers' eyes widened. I guess it's only natural to be surprised seeing raw fish in a lunchbox. A few years ago, the company cafeteria opened, but I've never used it. I always bring my own bento.
Issei, you're as dedicated as ever. I mean, all the other guys are thrilled to eat at the cafeteria these days.
Thrilled? Is there some sort of special collab menu or something?
I heard there's a really pretty new staff member. Seriously, men are so simple.
Hey now, not all guys are like that. Guys like me and Issa exist too, you know? Don't generalize. These two are always fascinated by my bento. They're my seniors, but they joined the company together and ended up marrying. They're always so kind to me, bringing me regional sweets from their trips. Yeah, that reason doesn't make sense to me. If there was an incredibly delicious new dish, sure, I would go without hesitation.
Well, Issei, you only care about food after all.
It's true, my passion for food is so strong. I haven't really been interested in romance. Then one day, I went to work without making a bento for the first time in a while. A lunch meeting about the new product. Well, the cafeteria sounds good for once. I hadn't been there in ages. Maybe there would be a new menu. I felt a little excited, and then... Huh? Something's going on? Near the cafeteria entrance, a man in a suit I didn't recognize was persistently hitting on a woman, smirking. Come on, just one meal. I won't do anything bad, okay?
No, that's really not...
You're really shy, huh? Just leave it to me. You'll be fine. Any restaurant will treat us like VIPs.
I'm working, so please stop.
Such an arrogant guy. Doesn't he see she's uncomfortable? It was obvious she hated it, but for some reason, everyone pretended not to notice. Don't be shy. This is a rare chance, you know? Seeing her trembling hand as she lowered her gaze, I stepped between them. Excuse me, don't you think you should stop? She's clearly uncomfortable. Eh. Surprised by my sudden words, the man widened his eyes at me. Who the hell are you? What's your relationship with her? I work in this company's product development department. I don't usually eat at the cafeteria, so this is my first time meeting her. Heh, just some random guy. Heh, what a buzzkill. Whatever, I'll be back. See ya. With that, he waved his hand and walked off. He didn't seem like a company employee. I was concerned about the woman, but since the meeting was about to start, I just gave a slight bow and left too. I felt like everyone was talking about me. Am I imagining things? After the meeting, heading back to my department, I noticed a lot of stares from passing employees. The inexplicable discomfort made me tilt my head when... Ise, hey! Come here for a sec! I heard! Ise, you embarrassed the heir of one of our major clients in the cafeteria? Heir? I just told off a guy harassing the cafeteria staff.
I knew it.
The seniors exchanged glances, part exasperated, part amused, hard to describe.
The guy you drove off was Takashi Yayoi. He's the son of the CEO and an executive of that nationwide chain with nearly 300 restaurants.
Huh? He didn't look it at all.
Huh?
Well, he did act overly self-important, like he thought the world revolved around him. But what kind of air can't even tell when someone's uncomfortable, thinking you can lead people without empathy? Man, you're great. I like you even more now.
Hey, this isn't funny. Oh no, I'm laughing anyway. Oh man. Well, basically, he's a big shot client. In short, someone we really shouldn't mess with.
Ah, that explains why everyone was pretending not to notice. It all made sense now. But the woman was clearly in trouble. Isn't it natural to stop someone from doing something awful?
You're right, but we just worried because the guy's powerful. But personally, I'm grateful you stood up to him.
She told me she had been approached by that guy before too. A womanizing heir. What a pain. Well, don't worry, Ise. I agree with you. Even if he's an heir, if he causes chaos here, we can't tolerate it. If anyone tries to blame you, I'll protect... Shouldn't you focus on protecting your wife instead? But thank you. Gah, can't argue with that. Seeing him dramatically clutch his chest, his wife giggling. Yeah, I'm glad they're close. That whole day, I stayed the center of rumors. Just how powerful is Takashi Yayoi? Still, I didn't even know who he was. Can't blame me for that, right? With those thoughts swirling, I left at the end of the day, thinking a food tour would help. And then...
Excuse me?
You're from earlier.
Yes, I wanted to thank you. You really saved me.
Even though her shift ended at 4 p.m., it seems she waited all this time just to see me.
Afterward, I heard from the other employees. That man's some bigwig, right? But you were the only one who helped me. So please, let me thank you.
With that look, I really can't just say I didn't know. No, you don't need to thank me or anything.
Please? Do you have plans after this?
As part of product development, I was planning to grab dinner somewhere to study food anyway.
I also visit lots of restaurants to learn about cooking, so I know a fair bit. If you'd like, let me introduce a new restaurant and treat you there as thanks for today.
A new restaurant? By the way, which place?
Here! It just opened 6 months ago. But if you've already been, I can suggest another.
I'll go.
Really? I'm so glad. Then let's go.
The woman, who introduced herself as Miri Nishima, presented many recommended places in great detail. Among them were a few I had been curious about, but hadn't tried yet. This woman's passion for food is real. Just as she had said, she seemed well versed in a wide range of cuisines. Cheers! From her list, I picked a place, and we went to one of Mirina's favorite Japanese restaurants. Thanks to her shared love of food, I was able to bond with her quickly.
You photograph every dish?
Yes, so I can recreate dishes at home. Taking photos helps me remember.
That's a wonderful hobby that ties into your work. Could you share any tips for recreating flavors?
Well, taste perception changes greatly depending on temperature. So first, it's crucial to eat food at the right temperature.
I've never thought that deeply about it. Why does temperature matter?
When the temperature difference from your body's 36 degrees Celsius is about 25, that's when people perceive food as delicious. It's said that's when our taste sensitivity peaks, so it's important to eat food while it's still at the ideal temperature.
Amazing! From now on, please let me call you Sensei.
No, not at all.
You could totally recreate Ghibli food and anime dishes too, right, Sensei?
No way. That's like a dream. I've never actually tasted those dishes.
It's a dream, but it wasn't a dream.
No, it is a dream. And so, as we grew closer through our food outings, I learned that Mirine's father runs a diner.
I want to inherit the diner someday, so my dad suggested working in the company cafeteria to learn.
Huh? The cafeteria is good for learning? Honestly, that's a bit surprising.
Well, actually...
As she told me more about her father, I was so shocked I couldn't even close my mouth. After that, I started skipping making bentos on days I wanted to see Mirine and went to the cafeteria instead. Naturally, whenever we met, we would get excited talking about recreating dishes again. Hey, you've been real chummy with her lately. Didn't you say you had just met her that day? That was a lie, right? Takashi glared at us, frowning as he watched. He's a client heir, right? Why is he hanging around our cafeteria so much? Does he have nothing better to do? It wasn't a lie. The day I met you was when I first learned about her. After that, she thanked me for helping her, and we started talking. Tch, so I'm the reason you two got closer? Damn it! Takashi audibly grinded his teeth. I was gonna overlook you standing up to me last time, but nah, I just can't let it slide. You've got some nerve. That's it. I'm terminating every contract for the seasonings this company supplies to our chain. You're gonna regret messing with me. What a disgrace to the heir title. While I sighed in disbelief, the cafeteria fell silent at Takashi's loud outburst.
Excuse me, I told you before, we can't have you causing a scene here.
The rest of these employees seem smart enough. No matter how loud I get, nobody here is gonna risk speaking up against me. Just as the deluded heir said that, someone besides us finally raised their voice in the cafeteria. Hey, thank you for everything, sir. Huh? Who are you? Senior. He's conflicted, wanting to defend me but scared of angering the heir. His behavior's off.
Hey, don't make this messier. We're going to report this. Come on, let's go.
A kind but slightly unreliable senior. But somehow, I still admire him. More importantly, you. Why would you refuse a date with me but get all buddy-buddy with this guy? Tim, he circled back to that. Someone like you wouldn't last a second if I went all out. I'm an executive of a nationwide chain. Mirine trembling, looking like she's holding back angry tears. I knew I had to protect her. Wouldn't last a second, huh? A man in a kimono entered the cafeteria and addressed Takashi. Master! Thank you for always taking care of my father and me! I'm Yayoi Takashi! Ah, Takashi, the son of Yayoi. It's been a while. I hear you're still expanding your chain. Are you managing it properly? Of course! My father faithfully preserves the flavor you taught him. Rest assured. I'm content as long as I pursue my own flavors. I don't care about money, fame, or business. If your father wants to expand the chain, he can do whatever he wants, as long as he can manage it. Takashi bowing exaggeratedly, rubbing hands, clearly unable to defy him. So tell me, why would he not last a second? Well, actually... Takashi glanced toward me and Mirine, then confessed to threatening contract termination. I see. And you think you can pull that off? Of course! With my father's help, we don't need these rude suppliers. We are a 300-store national chain. Don't underestimate us. Mirine's father let out a deep sigh. So, even knowing I oversee this company's seasonings, you're going to do that? Huh? There was no announcement or anything. How could I have known? You're joking, right? Didn't I tell you earlier? I don't care about recognition. I'll never put my name on something even if I supervised it. No way! Takashi Yayoi visibly turned pale. Actually, the president of this company is a regular at my diner, and when they built the cafeteria, they asked me to run it. But I have no intention of managing anything beyond my own place. When I declined, they asked me at least to supervise the seasonings.
That's how it happened. By the way, which seasonings did you supervise?
Almost everything related to dashi. Since I turned down running the cafeteria, I figured the least I could do was offer that. Now tell me, without my dashi, how's the Yayoi group's flavor supposed to hold up? I'm waiting for your answer. Sweating profusely, Takashi Yayoi bowed his head low.
It's impossible. Even if I didn't know, I spoke out of turn. I sincerely apologize. There's no way we would pull this company's seasonings from our chain. Please, Master, I beg your forgiveness.
After apologizing to the man he called Master, Takashi Yayoi turned to us and muttered,
Damn it, who would have thought my dad's mentor would show up here? And that he would be supervising this company's seasonings. Some things are just unbelievable. You two got saved by a miracle. I'll let it slide this time, but I swear I'll make you pay in some other way.
Desperately trying to act tough, Takashi Yayoi was like an emperor with no clothes by now. After all, there was still one more thing Takashi didn't know. Master's heard everything you just said, so maybe you should stop while you're ahead.
What did you say? No, Master, this is between me and these two. We'll continue the seasoning contract, so don't worry.
But there was no way the Master would just accept that and step down. In fact, he was trembling with even greater rage. Because the man they called Master was... What payback? If you think you can lay a finger on my daughter, go ahead and try.
What? Daughter?
Mirine gave a small nod. That's right. The Master was Mirine's father, a renowned washoku chef. Though he ran a small diner, he had trained many apprentices, a charismatic figure in the world of Japanese cuisine. And thanks to his connection with the president, he supervised your company's seasonings. I had been shocked when I learned that. Not only did you mess with Mirine, you even tried threatening her, huh?
No, Master. There's a deeper reason behind this.
You there.
Yes, sir?
Mirine's told me about you. You're in product development, right? I want your honest answer. After seeing Takashi Yayoi's behavior, do you still think we should overlook it just because he's an important client? Mirine's father fixed me with a stern gaze. At the same time, Takashi looked at me as if begging for mercy. Normally, a company man prioritizes profits, but I think this is different. If a client abuses their position like this, I believe cutting ties to protect our employees and partners is unavoidable.
Just as I had heard, you're quite the man.
Mirine's father looked satisfied, and the surrounding employees who had witnessed everything burst into applause.
The final decision's up to the president, but I'll also recommend cutting ties with the Yayoi group.
Please wait. If you do that, it will throw the stores into chaos. My father will be furious.
What are you saying? Weren't you the one who wanted to pull the seasonings? Or was that just an empty threat?
No, it's... The circumstances have changed. Please, I beg you, let us continue as before.
Takashi bowing hastily. I could hear quiet chuckles from the surrounding employees. Perhaps even Mirine's father was too exasperated to speak anymore. I focused on calming the still nervous Mirine and thanked her father again.
Masaki, you okay?
Senpai, thank you.
Huh? No,
It was you two, right? The ones who hurried to bring Mirine's father to the cafeteria.
My father told me. He said he was on his way to the president's office when you explained everything and rushed him over here. Thank you so much.
Hearing our words, the senior couple exchanged looks. Then, I don't think you'll be blamed either. Thanks for standing up for me.
Masaki! Even for a senior like me, you!
Thank you so much, Masaki. You stood your ground even knowing he was an heir. You were so cool.
Needless to say, their loud sobbing sparked new rumors about me. Later, Takashi's father apologized to her president and to Mirine's father. Apparently, he proposed continuing business if they had let his son resign from the board and start over as a part-time worker at one of their stores.
Why the hell do I have to be doing groundwork with student part-timers? Damn it!
It seemed Takashi still hadn't grasped the situation. Word was, he kept bad-mouthing people even at the store. Maybe it would take more time for him to realize he should be grateful just to have work. Several years later, I had been with Mirine for quite a while by then. And today, I came to celebrate her finally taking over her father's diner. Congrats, Mirine!
Thanks! From now on, I'll need your advice on recreating dishes even more. Please keep helping me.
Of course, my skills aren't much, but I'll help whenever I can. Mirine's father quietly watching us, then patted my shoulder.
Use your skills here at the diner too, and apply them in supervising the seasonings like I did.
You mean?
I'm retiring from the diner, and from supervising the seasonings. I'll tell the president you'll be taking over.
It's an incredible honor, but I feel like it's still too much for me.
Huh. A guy with such half-hearted resolve isn't worthy of marrying my daughter.
At a sly smile, I hurriedly declared, I'll do it! Please let me supervise the seasonings! And please let me marry your daughter!
Hey! You two can't just decide that on your own!
Standing up to the powerful always carries risks. Maybe I only came out okay by sheer luck. But if you just look the other way, nothing changes and nothing begins. Watching Mirina blushing, I felt once again, taking that first step had truly been worth it.
Hey, Brittany here. I would love to be able to recreate things in like anime. Awesome! Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!